How's it going, guys? This is Reggie. Today I wanted to talk about something that I've been noticing. A lot of people that I know personally, a lot of people that I follow online, YouTube, Twitch, other places that I follow folks at. Anyway, I noticed that these folks are slowly getting burned out of their career or things that they do. And it got me thinking, right? I mean, like, I get it, they're burnt out, but why they're burnt out is the question, right? Are they burnt out because they are being forced to do something that they don't like to do? Or are they burnt out because they just don't have anything more to give? Or are they burnt out for other reasons? I mean, it could be something else. So my thinking is, so let's talk about mine, right? So, YouTube, Twitch, everything else, it's a career, right? Once you become good and once you quit your job and take this as a full-time kind of career, then it's your job. Regardless of what, it is a job. It brings in the income that you need to live and buy food and pay bills and all that stuff. So it's a job. So I look at it from that point, a job, right? Everybody works. Most of everybody hates their job. I mean, that's just how it is. But does everybody get burnt out? Like, for example, me, right? I've been in the IT industry. I'm a IT guy for, I don't know, since I was 18. 20, 30, oh god, now you guys are gonna know how old I am, son of a bitch. But at least, we're coming up to 20 years. Fuck, I'm old. Jesus. Yeah, I'm pretty old. It's not 20 yet, so I'm not that old. But coming 20 years, right? I've been in the IT field, and I've never been burnt out. I've got tired and looked at opportunities to move up in the industry, but never said to myself, oh, I'm burnt out, I'm gonna go ahead and quit and go into something else. So I don't, to me, because at the end of it, I have to work to make money to pay the bills for me and my family. So I don't have that luxury to say I'm burnt out, I'm gonna stop doing what I'm doing because I don't want to do it anymore. That's not the luxury I have. I didn't win the lotto and be like, yo, peace, I'm out. I can't do that stuff. So I have to work or live with it and keep doing it. So the way I do things to not get burnt out is I don't look at it as a forced job or a job I hate, because I'll be honest, nobody likes their job. I mean, there's rare occasions that people are saying, I love my job. I don't hate my job, but I don't love my job, so it's fine. It's a job. To me, a job is a job. A hobby is something I love. So, like, I'm doing this YouTube thing, right? I do it from time to time. I don't do it every day. And I don't do it for the money, clearly, because I don't get paid jack shit. I gotta have 1,000 subscribers and 10,000 views minimum for me to even start getting any type of money from the revenue of the ads. And that's even shit. Like, that won't let me quit my job. I need to have a shit ton of subscribers and views to even think about quitting my job. So I do this YouTube thing as a hobby, and I love my hobbies. I have a lot of hobbies. I love them. That's why, to me, a hobby is something you love. So personally, I'm not gonna get burnt out. Now, I will not post videos from time to time because I just don't have time. I have real life that happens. Now, if I didn't have a job and YouTube was my job, I would probably still not get burnt out. I would most likely slow it down a bit and rethink what I need to do, or get creative, or get ideas of how to make my job better and make me feel better. And now I'll use my IT work, for example. So, being in the industry for this long, my job is technically the same for the past almost 20 years. there's been changes to it, yes, but it's essentially at the heart of it the same thing. It's a computer that I have to deal with. Now, yes, there's servers and other things that I have to deal with, and components, and different levels of technical or tech is needed. I'm not gonna get too into it, but the point is that when I get burnt out, I just get creative to find out what else I can do. So that's, to me, is what makes you a better person at your job. That's what makes you get promoted. That's what makes you become make that money, I guess, is you be creative enough to find out what you can do to make your job work for you, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. So like a few of my buddies that are getting burnt out of doing YouTube, for example, right? And their thing is like they just can't keep up with the demand. They stress about it. Like they get all the negative comments, they get all the thumbs down. That's just real life. That's how it is, right? At work, I'll take my previous jobs, not my current job, my previous jobs, in case So let's say 10 years ago, I don't remember the job I used to do, but that company, I'll call it company ABC. I worked with a lot of idiots. That's just the nature of things. You're not going to work with smart people. You're going to work with idiots. That's the reason that you're there as the tech guy. You're supporting these idiots. So you get, to me, the thumbs down and the bad comments. If you look at it that way, the people that I work with that don't know jack shit, that think they do, are the same people that are the thumbs downers and the e-thugs and all that stuff. And they are always the ones that bring you down. I don't look at it that way. I just laugh it off, because at the end of the day, big fucking deal, they're just idiots. So I don't let that burn me down. All I see is I have to deal with this. Let's fix it so I don't have to deal with it. In my opinion, the YouTube and the Twitch type of jobs are even easier compared to the physical jobs that we have right now. And I'm not saying that YouTube is easy. That's just fucking hard as hell. But you guys do have it, we all have it easier than dealing with people in person. Online, you don't ever have to look at this person. Hell, you never have to deal with this person. It's just a freaking screen name that you can ignore and call it a day. In real life, you have to deal with this person 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, 365. You're fucked. And that's what I'm trying to say is, if you can deal with that, you can deal with all this garbage. I like on my channel, every video there's some person who's just always negative, thinks he's smart ass or something like that. But who gives a shit, right? At the end of the day, it's just one dumbass who wants to be a smart ass. Big deal. Let him be him, and I'll be me. So what I'm trying to say is, when people get burnt out of their careers, of doing whatever, take a step back and try to see why you're getting burnt out. Is it because you're just pushing yourself way too much? What was the reason you got into your career in the first place, right? There was something that got you there, and if it was just money, well, then I don't know. Then you gotta rethink this, because I got into my career path, IT, was because I love and still love computers and tech. It's a big thing for me. I got into YouTube because it was a new tech that I wanted to get used to. I'm getting into Twitch, but I'm not really too passionate about it, so you don't see me doing Twitch. But YouTube is something that I do like. Yeah, I'm late in the game, but I'm not trying to become a millionaire off of YouTube. I'm just enjoying this YouTube hobby of mine. If I ever get big, if that's not gonna happen, but if I ever get big, I will have to always remember the roots of why I got into YouTube. I didn't get into YouTube for money. I got into YouTube because it's something I enjoy doing. So for all the people that are getting burnt out, go back to the roots of why you got into this. And if you can just reflect upon that and figure that out, I guarantee you can change that stress level from that much back to normal. Change things around. Stop being so worried about views. Yeah, it's your income. I know, I understand that's your income, but if you get burnt out and you stop, you're technically stopping your income. Now, if you to reevaluate and you slow down or change things around, you might get less views, but your income is still coming in. So, you have two choices: either complete that stop with all that stress, and God knows what the hell's going to happen to you at that point, or you just reevaluate, change things around, and do what's right for you, and go from there. Now, if you have followers that appreciate you, they'll stick with you. If you don't, then just spin it from a different angle. Go advertise to the new type of audience you would like to have on based off the new content. Yeah. So anyway, so this was kind of like a thing I was thinking about because I keep hearing about all this stuff, and I just wanted to give my 2 cents. Kind of an unusual one, but hey, that's what I do, right? I do vlogs about random stuff that are in my brain, in my mind, I guess. Some of the shit doesn't even make any sense. I bet you most of you are like, what the fuck is Reggie talking about? I don't know, guys. I just talk about shit that's in my mind. Anyway, like the comment, or like the video, like the comment too if you want. Shit, I don't care. Like the video if you liked it, if it made sense, I guess. Comment below if you get what I mean about the whole thing of people getting burnt out and why. What is the reasoning for it? Are you one of them, or do you have any advice, or am I just completely fucking wrong? I don't know. Let me know. And subscribe if you haven't, because this is the kind of stuff that keeps coming out. And like I said, it helps me out. Liking the video helps me out. Subscribing helps me out. Commenting, I like reading the comments and actually replying to you guys. So that helps me out too. It's a good community to have. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.